Tausi is an organization of Seventh-day Adventists of Tanzanian origin and their families, friends, and associates. And I want to insist on that. Not just Tanzanian Adventists who reside in the U.S., and their families, friends, and associates. The other day, I had my girls. I have 2 girls and 2 boys. I had one of my daughter talking to her friend, and they say, "Oh, they met at school. They did not know each other, but from speaking, they realized both their parents are from Tanzania." And they say, "You know, our parents are from Tanzania too. We are American, but they are Tanzanian." So it is very important that you know this. Don't just assume your kids may think they are not Tanzanian. So that's why we say in the family. Yes, you may be from Tanzania, but your kids, they are also Taus members just by being your kids. Amen? So, and friends and associates. We have some Taus members who are not Adventists. I need to make this clear. Taus members who are not Adventists and who are not Tanzanian, but they are Taus members. As long as they share our mission. And what is our mission? We'll talk about it in a few minutes. So if they share our mission, they are willing to support what we do, then we invite them in our fold. Amen? So yes, Taus associate members can be from any country, and they can even be non-Adventists. Now, there are, of course, some limits. We cannot make them our leaders, obviously, right? But they can come and support our work. The idea of Tausi was born in Fitchburg, Worcester area in 1999. By the way, I was just in Massachusetts 2 weeks ago, and they sent their regards to you guys. Amen? Amen. So, and they reminded us that it's been almost 25 years since the idea of Tausi came to be in 1999. In 2002, it was made official. It was a registered organization, and so Tausi is a 501c organization that is registered in the state of Massachusetts. In 2007, we started having national events. Our motto is, "Here am I, send me." Can everybody say, "Here am I, send me"? Okay, how about this? I'll say, "Here am I," you say, "Send me." Here am I. Here am I. This was the question that Prophet Isaiah was asked, and he volunteered his service and say, "Lord, here am I, send me." Our message is we want to be the today's Isaiah, okay? We want to carry that message, to accept that mission that Isaiah accepted and go and do God's work. So why Tausi? Tausi has 2 important missions. The first one is to assist the spiritual growth of its members. And I always want to insist that this is the first one, not the second. The second is to do God's work through evangelism, health, and education. Why is the first to growth of its members? Because how helpful is it if we raise money and go trying to bring other people in God's kingdom, but we are not prepared ourselves to go to heaven? It wouldn't help much, right? So we ourselves need to strengthen each other's spiritually, so that we remain in God's church. We remain of faith. Then we can bring others to join us. Amen? So that's why we meet, like you have chapter events like today after lunch. Today, I think we're meeting. And we talk and discuss and strategize, but also amongst ourselves to help each other in times of need. And we do retreats every year. You guys did a great job last year hosting one here, and we did in, what was the state? Last year? Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas. That is part of Texas chapter, and we held it there. This year, we're having it in Minnesota. That is part of number one, the first goal of Tausi. Connecting members and helping in their spiritual growth. The second is to do God's work through evangelism, health, and education. And I'll highlight just a few of the projects that we've done recently in those areas. We have many chapters. Tausi has several chapters currently. This is Texas. We call this West South Central chapter. We have the South Atlantic chapter. That's the chapter I come from. That's Maryland. We have Midwest. We have the Pacific chapter. We have several other chapters that meet regularly. These are the three pillars: evangelism, education, and health on the work we do in Tanzania. So starting with education, we issue scholarships to help pastors who cannot afford themselves to pay for their studies. So we do that. We have programs at University of Arusha in Tanzania and Magoma University in Uganda. Those are the two colleges that we're sending students to. Currently, this program started in 2018. So it's been just a number of years. 2019 it started. But so far, 117 scholarships have been awarded. So 117 pastors have gone through training. Some of them are still in college. 37 of them have graduated and are working pastors currently. And many more are graduating this May and June. The tuition fee for per semester is only $450. So for $900, somebody can go to school, and for 3 years, $2,700, we'll have a whole pastor, a college graduate who can go to work. So $2,700, $450 a semester, $900 a year for 3 years. Amen? And we have had 117 so far, some of them still in school. We added 15 more scholarships this year. We have this is University of Arusha water project. University of Arusha, we decided to help. It was kind of struggling a little bit, so we made that a special project where we go and find things we can do to improve the university. And one of them is the water, I think in Arusha had salt, so they couldn't really, they didn't have good water. So they needed only $5,000 to have a whole new water system, and we did that and built that. So that was at the time when they're building. This is the finished product. And you see now they're using it, and if they even allow their community members to come and use the water down there free of charge. Amen? Amen. So they're very appreciative of that. The other thing is Busegwe project. So Busegwe, this is a girls' secondary school that is, I think it's somewhere in Mara. I think it's the only girls' school, secondary school under the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Tanzania. And if you can see to the left, those are the buildings that they're going to school, to classes for, and the offices. They were really terrible. They were in a position where you can't even fix them. It was just not worth it. So they approached us, and we decided to help them to build a multi-purpose building. And that's the building to the right. That's the concept. This just started, like 2 years ago. And so far, Tausi put up $13,200. We did the foundation, and this is the building going up now. We hope that we get to a point, we're trying to push them to continue the walls so that we can roof the building for them, trying to make it a partnership instead of us doing 100%. But this is one of the things that we're doing under education. Tausi Young Adult Scholarship. So for a couple of years now, we decided instead of just going and helping people in Tanzania, we also want to help our youth, our young adults here in the U.S. So we started the Tausi Lead of Tomorrow scholarship. This is scholarship if we give $1,000 to students here, Taus members, children of Taus members who are in college and they need help. They just apply and we give. We've done this for 2 years now, and it is open now for anyone who is in college and needs to some financial help to go ahead and. We don't ask you what you're going to end up spending the money on. We just want to show that Taus is there also helping our young people. So there's Taus Lead of Tomorrow, and also there's Jason Simbe Memorial Fund. This is Dr. Mbaki's son who passed away, so the family decided to start that scholarship in memory of their son. And the Tausi is the one that are giving that out. So 2 scholarship, and any of your sons and daughters can apply that, any of them, and usually we give those scholarship at the retreat. Last year we gave 4 scholarship. We gave 2 of each. Our plan is to give 3 of each this year. So 6 young adults may be getting some scholarship funds this year. So I'm going to highlight a couple of our health projects. We have the Njiro Dental Clinic. This was done in 2002. We have a clinic, there's an Adventist clinic, and they needed some sort of a specialized mirror that will help when they're doing dental work, and we bought them that, and they're using it. They're very appreciative of it. This is a Harry Hospital maternity ward. This is a hospital that was built by the the Mzungus when they were there years ago in Kigoma, but it had not been improved for a long time. And so a couple of years ago in 2020, Taus took this on, and we built a whole new maternity ward, a wing for the maternity ward, so that women could have, can bear children safely. And that is already working. Very appreciative. Only $15,000 it costs us to do that. Recently, the church leaders in Tanzania approached us, see if we can add to that, since that was a teaching hospital, the Harry Hospital, and their midwives go in there to learn how to take care of women when they're having children, but they couldn't. They don't have the money to pay for it. So we're doing a scholarship now for midwives scholarship to help the students there. It's a program for 3 years. It's only $1,500 a year. And so Tausi is doing it. Currently this is the first year we did it. We have 9 students who are in that program. And we know that when mothers are having children under with the help of midwives, the results are way better than when they're not. And since they don't have enough doctors and nurses, midwives seems like a reasonable approach. So far, those are the students that have received a scholarship and that are in that program. Amen? Amen. Okay, that's Mtwara Dispensary. There's a dispensary down there that also we help to renovate. So let me talk about evangelism for a minute. These are the projects that Tausi does. We do church building, and this could be a part of building, could be a foundation, a wall, or roofing of a church. We sponsor evangelism effort, that's public crusades, which are still allowed in Africa, thank God. We sponsor lay evangelists who go and live in areas, in unentered areas for an extended a number of several months, going house to house. And we give scholarship to pastors who mentioned that. And we also support Adventist media We have Hope Channel Tanzania there, and also give motorcycles to rural pastors. These are a couple examples. This is Nanjilinji Church. These people did not have a church. They was just a small hut that they were praying in. So we helped them to build. We told them, if you put up the walls, we can help you to roof the church. So they just literally did that without the walls, and we roofed it. But we went in later and helped them to fill in the wall. So they have a church now. This is another church. This is Mikangaoni Church. To the left, that's where they were worshiping. If you see that, that's the church they had. And they were, when they approached us, this is a project that some of the Taus members were doing individually. And Taus allows, if members have a project they're doing, they can approach Taus to help to fund that project, so that to kind of maximize the effort. So they're already doing that, and they approach us, and we help to roof that church. And so this is the church now. This is how it looks, and those are the benches then. They are in the church. Amen? Amen. I know there's still some finishing needed, but it is way better than where they were before. This is Ititu Women Center of Influence. It's in the southern part of Tanzania. So the women go there to learn life skills like tailoring and stuff like that, but they bring the children. And while they are there, there's a program for children to learn about Jesus. And these are mostly Muslim women. But they enjoy it so much when they come. They say the kids behave better. And so they come and they bring the children and they're taught about Jesus. So we help that center as well. ATAPE, I think a lot of you have heard about ATAPE. Those who are from Tanzania, that's the Association of Tanzanian Adventists, Professionals and Entrepreneurs. So they do public evangelism, net events they call them. And for several years now, we've been helping them for the cost of airing, showing their program on TV. And every year they baptize hundreds of thousands of people. Literally, I think there's some years where close to 100,000 people are baptized. We've worked with them for several years. So far, I saw a report from ATAPE saying we've given them more than 100 million shillings so far. We just committed another $6,000 to them because they have an event that started today. So we work with them, and that relationship also is going very well. Hope Channel Tanzania, we give them equipment and supplies that they need to improve their broadcast. Those are some of the items that we've given them. We talked about rural motorbikes for pastors. As we all know, those of us from Tanzania, that there are ministers in our villages that have so many churches that they cannot access all of them. So we try to help them with the transportation so they can go to and visit their churches. I was telling a story about when I was a kid, and I never saw my pastor. I mean, I knew him by face, but I've never had a chance to talk to him. You never do. And you only see him at camp meetings. So thought it would be a good thing if the pastor can go and visit all his churches throughout the year. So in short, this is some of the work that Taus does. It is our hope that each and every one of you would help to support us so that we can continue this work. And there are several ways you can support Tausi. You can do that with Cash App. You can use Zelle. And also you can go online at tausiinc.org/donate. That's our website, tausiinc.org. You can always visit us there. And as God blesses you, please help to bless God's work through Tausi. Amen? Amen. Amen. Thank you so much again for your time. I greatly appreciate you. Amen.